All right, we're back on the 1994 F-150. In case you don't know, if you look at some of my older videos, this is my buddy's truck. We built these headers. Well, we made them work. We ended up having to weld them. Yeah, you just have to go back and watch the video. It's hard to explain, but these headers are for a Mustang. So we went ahead and I had them laying around. They were just sitting around doing nothing. So I figured, what the heck, let's make them work. I got the one side done. And then when we got over here, went to put on this side and couldn't get the damn bolt started. The last bolt, had them all started, trying to figure out why is this not starting. Grabbed my phone, brought it down there, snapped a picture and brought it up. There was a broken header bolt in there, or manifold bolt. So several days later, I've been playing with it. I finally got that thing out. I didn't record any of it because there was a lot of cussing and yelling and aggravating. So my buddy David is supposed to be coming over here and helping me work on his truck, but he's always too busy. And a good friend that I am, I'm going to get it finished up. We're going to finish mounting the header on this side, and then we're going to start running the exhaust. We're going to do 2.5 H-pipe, 2.5 coming back out, and then we're going to do generic turbo mufflers, and then a 3-inch turn down on either side to give this thing a nice Mustang 5.0 sound. And you guys know what the Fox body sound like. That's what we're going to try to make this sound like. So when I pulled his plugs out, they look kind of nasty. Oh, I'm going to just throw in some cheap AC Delcos. I've never had any problems with them, so it's better than what he's running now. These are no good. They no worky. Very good. I thought it was kind of cool too, because I don't know crap about Fords, but the firing order's all right here. So we'll be able to figure out exactly how to wire it all back up. These got a hell of a gap. You look up here, right there. Cleaned off some of that oil residue. These gap at 0.054. That's crazy. So always gap your spark plugs. I don't care if the guy in the parts store tells you, oh, you don't have to gap them. They're pre-gapped. No, they're not. These are made for several different vehicles. You can't tell me that's a 0.054. There's no way. So always pre-gap it. You got to remember, people don't give a shit when they're shipping. Guess what? This shit's going to get thrown around. Somebody having a bad day, more thrown around. Just take the extra time. Gap your spark plugs. Alright. Enough me ranting and raving. I'm not going to film this. I'll film when we're down here building the exhaust. Everybody knows how to put spark plugs in and all that good stuff. Alright. See you in a bit. Okay. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. See if this can focus. I normally don't use these, but I found this. It's brand new. But I'm going to show you. This just came right out of the box. Don't listen to your parts guys, because they're like, oh, those are pre-gapped. You can't gap them. No, don't. No, you got to gap them. All right, there we go. Remember, this is supposed to be at 0.054. That stops right there. I don't know what that is. That is 35, 36, 37, 38. I say that's about a 38. No, you got to go more. Wiggle it. 0.054 is what we're after. Right there. Let me go get another one out of the box so I can show you. There's another one out of the box. This is the one we just gapped. Focus, my friends. See the difference? That's what Ford recommends. 52 to 56, I think. So I just normally gap them at 54. We'll see what this one is. Hey, this one's at 40. Oh, wiggler, wiggler, wiggler. Never used these. Like I said, I just had this laying around, so I figured try it out. There we go. The old milk truck is wanting to focus in instead of the spark plug. There we go. Alright, so there's two of them. So, gap your spark plugs. Here's another little tip, guys, I like to do. I like to put, well, you can't see nothing out here. It's getting kind of dark, the sun's going away. So I get a little anti-seize. I know, I put it on everything, but it'll make your life easier when you go to work on this later, or, hey, the next guy, or gal. And get you a little anti-seize. It don't take much. Just a little dab. That's all you need. So, there you go, guys. Focus, focus. Just put a little bit. Don't need much. Be easier on you for next time you go change this or the other guy. Unless you don't care about the other guy, then don't do this. Or girl. Gal. You know what I'm saying. Alright, so this truck's been sitting a year or two. I don't know. I lose track of time. But in case you don't know, I ain't gonna give no names, but my buddy David is supposed to be coming over here helping me work on his truck. But I got her done. Well, I got the headers on. Still gotta do the exhaust, but we need to see if it'll fire up. Like I said, it's been sitting for a while. Let's see what happens. She's smoking a little bit, but I sprayed all kinds of looby-dooby on it, so all that stuff's got to burn off. It's open headers right now. So now we're going to start building our H-pipe and then run our pipes back about here, then dump it above the axle. Alright, let's get started on the exhaust. Old Blue is up and running again. She's alive. She's alive. Alright, I'm going to start. I'll probably bring out my exhaust and lay it out here and start kind of mocking it. So there's a cross member here. So where the header comes out, there's a cross member. So I'm going to have to bend a pipe to go over it just a little bit. And I don't have a bender, so it may be one of them finding an old pipe that's bent, kind of like how I did the charger. If you haven't seen any of my charger videos, check them out. I got a playlist for everything. Alright, let's get that stuff laid out. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It is super windy out. I got the old ass end jacked up. I just stuck one of my old wheel jacks just in case it tries to drop on me. I shouldn't get crushed. But this way I can hopefully roll around here a little better. So digging around in my scrap or my extra exhaust pipes, and I found some with some bends in it. So this one will be the driver's side. It's going to go in there like so. And that should go over this hump, but what we're going to have to do, I'm going to have to cut that off. And then what we'll end up doing is cutting it about right here, and then take about 8 to 6 inches out of it. And then weld that back together, and then that should be our hump that we need to clear the cross member. You see, it almost clears it. This one's going to be a little harder. And I got another bent piece. That's one's going to be a little sharper. It's going to go up a little higher. So I got it marked where I need to cut it, so I'm going to cut it. The collectors are going to have to get cut too. I'm going to end up having to cut the collectors like right here. There's no gaskets. The gaskets were rotten. Because these headers, I've had these headers for 20-something years and never used them. And so if you watch the other videos, you can kind of see how we made these work. These are Mustang headers. So we got to get new gaskets, but for right now, we're just going to mock it. So I'm going to have to take this back off, cut it. But what I want to do is try to keep the collectors on here. That way I can take the exhaust off, hopefully. Hopefully I'll have enough room to get the exhaust out of here and weld it out there. May not. I may have to weld everything here. Looks like there's enough room. I should be able to clear. I did notice one thing. I was going to dump the exhaust above the axle. Freaking gas tanks right here. You know what? I don't think he uses this gas tank. I think that's what we were supposed to do, is pull this gas tank off. Because he's using the rear gas tank. Crap, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably have to take this off, this tank down. Because I think I wanted to try to get the exhaust all the way back here. That way you don't get any exhaust fumes in the cab of the truck. Well, one of them stinks. So if I pull this cap off, this one should smell. Well, no, you know what? I think the rear one's the one that's not working. Well, we can cross that bridge later. I'm just going to run the mufflers all the way to right here. And then we're just going to dump it here. It's right behind the cab. So I'll try to channel it this way. Have it tilt that way. Kind of blow the exhaust out that way. He can cross that bridge later. If he needs to take this tank out, he can. And then he can cut the turn down and run it back further. Or the muffler, I mean, sorry. Run the muffler back further, but... Alright, yeah. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just want to try to get her knocked out. Because I got other projects coming, and old Blue is in my way. I need her out of my way, so... Alright, let's go get some pipes cut. See you in a bit. Alright, let's cut some shit up. Boy, she's windy out today. So this one is our passenger side, and it's about the right bend and everything. I may have to shorten it just a little. I'm not gonna mess with it yet. So I just need to trim this. That will sit. That will be our collector. Be like that. Yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Like this. So this is my collector extension. So I wish this pipe was bent the same, because that's what we need. We need to bend it where it's identical. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is cut it right here and try to bend it, do a couple of cuts like that, and then I'll just have to weld it. Because like I said, I don't have a pipe bender. Sure wish I did. Wish I had a car lift too. A lot of things. Oh well. Maybe in my next life I'll get something like that. Lunchtime? Oh, Zoe brought me some lunch, so time out. We got to go do a lunch break. Alright, I'm back. Just Zoe, my daughter, brought me some lunch. Now I'm too full. Ate way too much. Alright, where are we? I'm going to try to get this bent. Damn, that is on there. Grab this. Man, that wind is crazy. Look at that. Ain't I smart? Smart ass. I notched it. I need to close it so I can get it welded. get your old strap. Strap it. Now we need to see if it matches up or not, if it's close. Before I get to welding, I think it's pretty dang close. I think that should work. We can notch it a little bit more if we need to, so I'm probably gonna drag out the welder and just put a little tack here and a tack here. I don't want to weld it completely until we get, I'm pretty much gonna tack the whole exhaust before we get it put together. But that didn't turn out too bad. That's what you gotta do when you don't have a pipe bender. All right, see you in a bit. Oh, alrighty, fire in the hole. So I made 1,000. I made a dirt in my mouth. Made 1,000 cuts, different little angles, so we can get over this cross member. And I think I got it. It's been a chore, that's for sure. I'm getting all tangled up here. Get my ground off of me. I'm grounded. Okay. That goes about like that. This piece will go like this. And I've taken a Sharpie and marked it on either end so I know where to line it up. It's not exact, but at least gets me in the ballpark, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. Alright, see if I got my welder up hot enough or maybe too cold. I don't know. I'll just tack it. Maybe. No, don't have a good ground. Apparently that header's not a good ground. Being a real booger. What I'm hoping is I can tack all this, and then I'm hoping I can take it apart and take it apart and weld it all out here. Alright, close my eyes. Okay, one little tacky. Get off. Whoa, whoa. I'm grounding it to my collector. That way I know I get a good ground. It's not working very well. I left the collector loose, so maybe I can rotate it too. There we go. That better. That more better. Yeah, I like it like that. All right, let me tack the top of this so it don't move. What in the hell is going on? Is it my ground or is my damn welder? It's been acting up here lately. It is older than shit. Okay. Let's hook straight to this. There we go. Nope. Not very good at doing it with my eyes closed. I are not a pro. I like to think I am, but I am not. I guess I wish I was. Okay. That's clearing everything right there. We need to get that tacked. Oh, our ground fell off. God dang it. Okay, I'm going to tighten this back up so my collector doesn't move. I'm just snugging it. Snugging her. Now I should be able to ground to that. Let's give it a little zap. Yep. Get off there. I just wanted to test it. Okay. And then we'll put this one up here. God dang it. Quit moving. Oh, God dang it. Oh, it's pissing me off. Stay right there. Finally. Ah. Come on. Yeah, don't help. The wind keeps freaking picking up. That'll work. Well, that's not too bad for not having a pipe bender. Guess you guys can't see. I'm gonna bring you over here. All right. So, like I said, couldn't get. That's from not being able to ground. That's me not being able to see. I'm just doing it with my eyes closed. I'm not good at that. So, got some good tacks there. It's all tacked in. So what we'll do is unhook the collector and then we'll finish welding it out here. But so you can see I cleared the right here. See my little fingers? So we're not hitting nothing. It's clearing our cross member. I like the exhaust to be tucked up. We got a nice straight line going. All right. Camera shut off on me on accident. My fault. I'm not sure where I left off, but So we got our pipe running straight. We're going to do our H pipe, and then we're going to do our muffler and turn down. And so we're slowly getting there. I'm going to go ahead and start working on this driver's side. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I wonder if that ground will work for the other side. I guess we'll find out. It goes like this. This one's kind of goes a little offset. Because I'm trying to get the exhaust to go that way just a smidge. Kind of clear this cross member. It's like a puzzle. Didn't get any of that. Sparked it all in my face. I'm guessing I need a new tip on this welder. It is being a real pain in my ass here lately. Really aggravating me. Oh, ouch. I need to get my helmet on because I'm not good at closing my eyes and doing that. I are not experienced. I do not know what I'm doing. Okay, looks like that's gonna clear. Boy, barely. Should have went up a little higher. Wonder if I rotate this, if that'd change it any. My measurements must be off just a little bit. Surely not. Thought I told you not to call me Shirley. Alright. Okay, so I can give her a good twisting job and manipulate it how I want it. And now we're clearing. Okay. We need to tack that like that, and that will. We're still not sitting like I would like it. It's not like it. I don't like it like that. There we go. That looks better. What's that? Well, we're facing down though. What in the hell? Okay, this is aggravating. Piss out me. What's going on? Somebody inform me what is going on. Thought I had this all figured out. Put it that way, it's too damn close. Well, I guess if you tighten it all, then it won't be. Nah. Let's try it like that. Well, that didn't work worth a shit. Let me tighten that because I don't want it moving. Helmet. Oh. Alright, piece of shit. Got my welder up too high or too low, I don't know. It's probably not the welder, it's probably me. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. What do you guys think? I got it bent this way. I got it coming up, clearing the cross member that way. Come back here and kind of see that one is up a little higher, but it'll be all right. You probably notice this stuff better if you had a car lift. All right, I'm going to try to mock up this X pipe, or not X pipe, H pipe. So, something like that. And then we got pipe right here. It's already a little bent for the drive shaft, but muffler's going to be about here. I think I'm going to cut these. I think I'm going to take the H pipe and move it up here where it's closer, because I would like this H pipe to kind of go about right here, right underneath the transmission. That way if you ever have to pull that drive shaft, you know, it's not going to land on the exhaust. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm probably going to cut it. Alright, we'll see you in a bit and I'll show you what I've done. Alright, I got all my pieces cut. Got my H pipe cut. Got it marked driver's side, passenger side. Transmission will go here. This is the driver's side. So this needs to be all welded up. That one looks pretty good. This is the one that we bent. Or, you know, we notched it and bent it. Okay, so now we'll weld that all up. I don't know, for some reason my measurements got off. So I had to bend it a little bit so to clear the cross member, and it did, and now I got a gap. So we need to get a piece of scrap piece that we cut off, something like that. See if we can wedge that in there. This ought to work, I think. Just something to fill up the gap. There you go. Well, when you're working on projects like this, I wouldn't throw nothing away till you're all done. And then if you're like me, you still don't throw it away. I'm gonna stretch this out just a little so it stays in there. Maybe. Gave her too much, maybe. Yeah, gave her just a little too much. Bend her back a little bit. There we go. We just want something to kind of fill up that gap. We're gonna have to get another piece and stick there too. There's another little piece. That can go right there, I bet. Yep. We'll save that piece and we'll start welding this part so it don't move. So let's do this one because that's the one that needs the most welding. And if you haven't seen my video of me building my cart stand for my welder, you can off-road it everywhere. Man, it makes it so much nicer. It's not limited to my shop now. I can roll it around out here. I think I'm going to do that with my table saw too, because my table saw is stuck in the shop. It turns into a damn workbench. I like to put some off-road tires like how I did this one, and then I can take my table saw and roll out here. Go check out my other video how I built that. If you guys work outside like I do, that's a lifesaver. I should have done that years ago. Never thought of it. Alright, dang it. I can't get this in here. My gloves on. Need a little hammer. There we go. Don't move. Don't move. Crap, I don't even know if I got my welder set right. Here comes the wind. Are you freaking kidding? Probably not going to be able to do shit out here. I'm just kind of tacking the filler metal in first. I need to get me a little pecker. Oh, I mean hammer, guys. Jeez, you guys are sick-minded. Got my little pecker out. Another filler piece. There we go. You sorry second. my welder's up too high. Turn this down. Need a good workbench. Uh-oh. Better make sure this fits. Okay. Okay. Yeah, remember to put that on. It ain't pretty, but she'll hold. You don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. Now, we're not having to fill up a gap, so it's welding a little easier. Uh-oh, we got another gap coming up. Kind of going side to side because got a little gappage here. Just kind of back and forth, left, right, left, right. Come on, baby. Look at that freaking wind. Well, we filled up our gap. Looks like poo-poo. She should be sealed. Okay. Start welding the rest of this. It is so bright outside I cannot see. My welder is just not welding very good. What's going on here? I think my welder needs some major attention. Just seems like it's not getting hot enough. Hot damn, living in the city. See, it is not. I had that welder turned up pretty high. It should be blowing right through this. It's always something. Always something. I like to be able to finish this exhaust having to dick with it. I'd rather mess with this welder when I'm not needing it. Alright, so there's one. There's one side. Like I said, it's doing like poo-poo, but it'll work. There's not going to leak. And you can see that's where I took that chunk of metal and filled it up. But something's going on with my welder. I think I need to change the tip, or maybe my liner is. That's probably due for a liner change. Alright. That took longer than I thought, so I'm going to go ahead and weld that up real quick, and then when I get it all welded, I'll meet you back under the truck. Well, you can see where the welder was acting up here. Kind of like, looks like poo-poo. So, the reason why my welder was acting up is it was just that stupid tip. I changed the tip, and then it started laying down a nice wide bead. But for some reason, when that tip was going out, I was changing temp, raise it up higher, lower. It wasn't changing it. Just kept sticking. Oh, that looks better. Not the prettiest, but I'm kind of getting patient. I'm wanting to get it done. So this is an H-pipe that I built. So now you can unbolt it from the collector, as you can see. Let me get this out of the way. That don't confuse you. So you just unbolt it. There it is. One homemade H-pipe. And I did an H-pipe because I wanted that low bottom end torque and that low rumble sound. If you put an X-pipe in, it gives it that exotic sound, and it's only good for high RPMs, not low torque. So I'm not big on the X pipes anymore. I was when they first came out, but I don't like the sounds of them. This doesn't have any top end, your H pipe, but your H pipe does have a nice low end bottom sound also. Let's show you what I got done. Oh, many hours later. Got my hangers all hanging. So I got this set up so if he ever removes this gas tank, we can cut it right there at the mufflers. I'll just climb on over here and show you. I got it designed so we can cut it right here, and then we can put a straight pipe all the way down there, and then put the muffler and turn downs back there so it drops above the axle. But I'll let him deal with that. If he wants to do it or not, but that's what I would do. I would get rid of that tank, just run that rear tank, and then put your mufflers back here. But for now, so we get it up and running for him, not too bad. It's all splattered because that's painted mufflers. These are just the generic turbo mufflers, kind of like a Flowtech. I just welded my hangers to the cross member up here, and then clamped it 3-inch. So these 302s, for some reason, what I've been reading is 2 1/4 headers, and 2 1/4 gives you a really good bottom end on these 302s for some reason. I don't know why, but so that's what we have. Is we have 2 1/4, 2 1/4 going into H pipe I built, and then 2 1/4, 2 1/4 muffler, and then we're doing a 3-inch. Look at that big old monster. Roll 3-inch dump. I still got to put collector gaskets on it, but I'll probably let him do that. At least it's running. But I gotta get this damn thing off my property. I got too many projects coming in, and let him play with it. But it turned out really good for not having a pipe bender. You can see how I cut it and manipulated it so everything clears. It's kind of hard to show you when I'm underneath the vehicle. I don't have much room. But nice. I'm impressed with my own work. The welds ain't the prettiest, but hey, there's no leaks. I will. That looks pretty good. Crawl out of here. Well, I'll fire it up, but I don't have. It's not running the greatest right now because I still got crap unhooked underneath here. We got rid of the smog system. This is how I figure out what size of belt. So basically, you get rid of your smog. You still run your factory belt. And then I use a clamp to clamp it. So now I know this is the size of belt I need when you bypass the smog. So I got to go get me a belt. Or go get him a belt. You get a belt on this thing. And hook up whatever else needs to be hooked up, get it off the jack stands. I'm gonna start it up from back here, since my mic is not the greatest, but it seems like whenever I'm what am I trying to say, further away, it kind of sounds better. So let me go start it up. So she is running a little rich right now because the oxygen sensors are not hooked. I welded some, what do they call it? Bungs or whatever on there, but I haven't drilled the hole yet. So basically all you have to do is drill the hole on either side and then hook up the factory O2 sensors, and then that should start working. That'll keep it from running so rich right now. Plus, it's not wanting to idle right now because I have the serpentine system off, but it sounds pretty good. Hopefully this camera does it justice. I did in my charger. If you haven't heard the charger, go back and check out my video. I put Tom refurbs mufflers on it. It sounds pretty good on this, but it sounds so much better in person. Like this right here, it sounds pretty freaking mean in person. It may not sound the greatest on this old phone here, but I'm going to try to invest in some good mics just for engine sounds. Because I don't know, I like the sound of when people start their cars up, listen to it. So hopefully you guys like this. That was a pain in the butt. So now my buddy can come get his truck and get it off my property, because I got more projects coming and I need this gone. But it's running, so he can play around with it and finish it up. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Oh, I'm gonna not tell him that I got it running. Post this video and just see if he watches my YouTube videos. Is that mean or what? Well, we'll see. We'll see if he watches my YouTube videos, because then he'll know his truck's done. If not, I'm not going to say nothing right now. Hell, I may just drive it around town. I'll just go by his work so he sees me, and then he'll be like, what the hell? That looks just like my truck. All right. Peace out. Signing off.